Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, excuse me, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Scorpio. A look at your no contact love situation. So I have the connecting energies between the two of you here. Your person side here and your side here. We're also going to look into how they're feeling, their intentions, how they're seeing you. We're going to get advice to see like what they're learning and going through right now, like get more in depth into that. And then we're going to get some messages from them to you at the end. So the connecting energy, also your song was You Say by Lauren Daigle, which is kind of like a song. It's kind of like, I guess, about like a spiritual awakening when you're like in the dark, trying to like believe in yourself, because that's what I feel like a spiritual awakening actually is. And that's like a big theme of this reading, kind of, where it's like, and actually this came through in my new moon in Libra reading, where it's like the message of that reading, which it's like the new moon today, I believe. So I'm not surprised to see these themes kind of coming through, but where it's like, in order to sort of, I don't know, like the whole spiritual awakening process basically is believing that you're like seeing the truth of who you are. Like after all the conditioning of life has made you believe that you're like less than, and then kind of like coming to that place where you're sort of like, wow, like actually like I can do anything, like actually like I'm limitless, like actually like the only thing stopping me is myself, like kinds of things. And you're like, if I really put all my energy, like I really could achieve anything that I want, kind of a thing. And a lot of times we're like, oh, like I could never achieve that, or I could never do that. But I don't know, like I feel like if it's something that you want to do and something that you're drawn to, you probably have the ability to be successful as it. If it's something that you truly want to do. Like I was thinking this because I just like recently started playing tennis, and like I love playing tennis. I practice like almost every day, like, and I feel like I really could get good at it. Not like to be a professional. I mean, I don't know, like I'm past my prime over here, but like if I didn't like it, like I wouldn't care if I was good at it. Does that make sense? Like if I didn't enjoy playing it, I wouldn't be like practicing every day. Like for instance, volleyball is something that I hate. I'm scared of the ball. Like I can't serve. Like it hurts my wrist. I hate that game. I don't care if I'm good at volleyball. I don't think I have the potential to be good at it. Like, and I don't want to be, like, you know, but does that make sense? Like you're going to be drawn to things that you probably have a natural knack for in some way or another. Okay, no, this is a love reading, but I feel like that is like a theme, like, and that is affecting this connection, especially on your person's end. Let's jump over to them. We have the oyster. Okay, like clearly your person is like clamming up or something. But it's interesting because this card also talks about like keeping hidden treasures inside. So I feel like they're like doubting their abilities. And even with that song, You Say by Lauren Daigle, it's like, oh, you say all these good things about me when I'm feeling like shit about myself, basically. Like, you say I am love when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong when I think I'm weak, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you say I'm held when I'm falling short. When I don't belong, you say I'm yours. Like, and then it goes in, I believe. And it's really like her song to like spirit or whatever. But I feel like this could be like your person maybe thinks that you have these like unrealistic expectations of them. Like you think they're such a great person, or you think that they're, I don't know, like just better than they are. Like I feel like that's how they feel. They're looking at this from a perspective of like the second house, which does talk about value and their value, personal value and worthiness, but also their finances and their material. Like I'll just read it. Material world, possessions, finance, talent, value, solidity, worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, security, and aesthetics. Like they don't feel like they have much to offer, I guess, or they don't feel like they're really successful. They feel like that's something that they have to become. And their affirmation was, it is my birthright to thrive. And I feel like them even starting to believe in themselves or something like that. It's like, I feel like I'm not saying that they're mad at you, but like they almost are like, stop thinking I'm so great because I'm not. Like it's almost like a feeling of like, stop, like, you know, like, but I don't know. I don't feel like you're looking at them like, oh, I think you have the potential to be rich. Again, it's like those inner treasures that the oyster was talking about. I feel like you could just have seen their worthiness in ways that's more like internal. Like, again, like just they could be a very considerate, caring person. They could be really sweet, really funny, like whatever it is. Or you could have just seen qualities in them that would like make them a good partner. Like, if you're friends or if you work together or anything, like you could just see that you're like a natural team and you have really good chemistry or something like that. And you could see that they're like a hard worker, like that they're always trying to like help out, like, you know, like things like that, where it's like maybe financially they're not where they want to be, but it's not like you're like, oh, you have the potential to be rich, but you're like, I see that you're like a hard worker, like I see that you're a team player, like I see that you're like a considerate person. Like these are things that you want in a partner, like, and yeah, like you could get married for money, but it's like if those like internal, like that compatibility and that chemistry and that natural, like maybe you guys are like a lot alike or something, or that's how you felt, isn't there, like it's just going to be like an empty marriage, like, or an empty relationship or whatever it is, you know. It's like the money is like the last thing. And especially you have a very soul focus because you're the lizard. That's like a very creative, I mean, artistic energy. And the North Node coming out, which says soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing experience, fruition, North Star, process, development, practice, path, beacon, blossoming, becoming, integrity, and journey. So I feel like you've obviously sensed this person climbing up. We have forgiveness coming through between the two of you, so maybe you're like a little pissed off, like, or just annoyed, or like rolling your eyes like, all right, whatever, like, you know, like here we go again kind of thing. Like I'm kind of getting a vibe like that. And then your affirmation was, today caring for my energy is my first priority. So I feel like you're almost like I'm taking back my life, like I'm not, like I'm just gonna worry about myself, like whatever, like, you know what I mean, like to clam up all you want, buddy, like, you know, enjoy your life. Like I don't know, like I don't know what to say. Like I don't think you're like mad, but you're just, like I said, like rolling your eyes. Like it's not like super like anger that I'm feeling or anything like that, just kind of like a feeling like, ugh, like okay, like I'm just gonna. And I feel like stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. I feel like this is like a process for you. I feel like, because it said that process or practice, I feel like these feelings do come up for you where either you do get upset or you kind of almost think it's like your fault. No, it's because I'm not good enough, or like, oh, it's because like they probably met someone prettier than me or like hotter than me, or like, I don't know. Like, and it's like, I feel like you're really trying to work on like, what did it say? Practice. Like you're making this a practice to like calm down, like gather your energy, care for your energy. Like it says, like today caring for my energy is my first priority. Like I feel like you're looking at this more from like a soulful perspective, where you're like, okay, like what is this trying to teach me? Blah, blah, blah. Like how can I learn from this? This talks about, yeah, soul school, learning curve, fulfillment, purpose, maturing experience. It's like, how is this experience like helping me to grow as a person? Blah, blah, blah. I feel like you have a lot of trust in spirit with the North Node being here. And also, if you ever look up that album cover for that Lauren Daigle, it's like, what's that? Look Up Child, I think it's called, like the album. But she's like looking up, similar in the way that this lizard is. And it's like, I think you've really gotten to the point where you're like, no, like, it's not me. Like, even if they're not attracted to me or they don't want to be with me, it's not because like I did something to fuck it up. Like, I feel like you almost feel like embarrassed. Like maybe you got really excited, like, or you got really happy. Like, you know, it was kind of like in and out, because it's like with the clam, it's like maybe like the shell was a little more open and then it just like clammed up again. And I almost feel like you don't want to like sit with these embarrassing feelings, or it's like you don't want to admit maybe that you even feel embarrassed. You're just kind of trying to shift your focus to something else and like distract yourself, and kind of be like oh, this is for the best. Like, and you are trying to have integrity. We have integrity on here. And you're not trying to like blame this person. I feel like you really are trying to like understand where they're coming from. To not even, I wouldn't even say understand where they're coming from. I would say accept that they're just clammed up. I wouldn't even say understand, because I don't feel like you want to understand anyone but your own self right now. You're just kind of like whatever about this person, and that's where you're at. Okay, bye. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like you could be maybe stuffing some stuff down a little bit. I would maybe recommend sitting with some of these feelings, because on the back of the deck we had look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And that's obviously a message for both of you. It's the back of the deck of the connecting energy, and then the forgiveness was here. And you create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So I feel like you almost are afraid that whatever negative feelings resulted from this person clamming up are gonna like affect you in other areas of your life as well. Like it's gonna be like you feel bad about this, and then it's gonna like translate maybe to your work or your purpose. Or the lizard talks about creation and creativity and stuff. So just you creating your life in the way you want. Maybe you're just afraid that you're gonna get stuck like in like a negative emotional cycle because of this person's clamming up. So you're really trying to just like ignore it, I would almost say. Like, and like this lizard's back is turned. Obviously the oyster's clammed up too. It's not like, you know, you're turning your back in like a spiteful way. I feel like you're, if anything, you're like, okay, fine, I respect that you don't want to talk to me right now, or you just don't want to be with me right now, or at all. And okay, like I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, work like walking my own path here, following my own North Star, and if it doesn't lead me to you, so be it. But like it's a very hyper independent sort of an energy. Also, the lizard talks about like sixth sense and things like that. So again, like I was saying, like you could have maybe sensed that this person, even though they're like this oyster with this shell, like you sense that there's feelings beneath the surface. Because yeah, even on this oyster, you see, I just noticed that this like white things like coming out, where it's almost like, even though they're trying to hide it, like I feel like their energy is like radiating out, and you can feel it, and you know that they care about you or have some sort of emotional something towards you, you know? And you're just like, all right, but I mean, I don't know what to do with that. Like, I can't really, you know, it's like, all right, thanks. But I mean, I kind of like want something real. Not that their feelings aren't real, but I mean, they're obviously choosing not to talk to you. And they have that right. I don't feel like you would say like they're wrong for doing that. You're just kind of like, okay, I get it, but like, I gotta like keep it moving over here. But yeah, your person's definitely, I mean, I feel like they're feeling unworthy just about themselves. I mean, they're maybe thinking about their, like I was saying, their material world, solid worthiness. They don't feel like their credit score. I mean, maybe they just feel like they've made a mess of things. Maybe they have some financial issues, like with spending money, putting things on credit cards. Well, who doesn't? But you know, it's like something like that, where they feel like they've messed up their life somehow, especially in their like financial world here. And it's like affecting their whole energy. I feel like it is my birthright to thrive. I don't feel like they feel that way. I feel like they feel the opposite. Like it's my birthright to like fuck things up or something like that. And they've clearly got to straighten that out before, and like look inside themselves to examine why they feel like they're destined to like fuck shit up. Like, why are they destined to fail? Like, I don't know. Clearly, I think you've seen, and that was what I was talking about too. Like, you've seen in them like certain qualities that make you certain that this would be like a very good partner for you, and that you would have a very successful relationship. But you're also, I think, understanding that this person isn't seeing things that way. Not about you, but like about themselves, or you don't really know what it is, whatever, but you're just sensing that they're not coming around maybe. So you're like, all right, like maybe not. But that's what I was saying. Like, you got excited. Maybe you really thought this was somebody that you could build with and things like that. And it just seems like they're not even willing to like take like the first or second step towards you again. So you're just kind of like, all right, like I'm gonna just continue creating my reality. And again, maybe you're thinking about, I feel like with this integrity also, I feel like you feel a very big sense of loyalty to your person in a way where it's almost like you don't want to maybe date other people because you feel like that's not cheating, but it's just like, it's almost like disloyal to you, to yourself, because you know what your heart wants and stuff like that. And you try to have that integrity within yourself. But at the same time, I think putting all your eggs in one basket is like not the best idea, because just in a manifesting sense, because yeah, you create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. If you're like too focused on this person, all your like energetic eggs are in this person's basket, that puts that's like the opposite of detachment, which is like an energy you need to be in to manifest, you know? So it's good to maybe think, dream, and imagine, even if you don't actually go out and date other people. But it's like, I don't know, like even just, there's got to be somebody that you think is hot, like, you know, like besides your person. Like I know they're probably like the cream of the crop to you, but you could maybe like think of like, I don't know, anyone, an ex, maybe that's not a good idea, don't think of an ex, like a character like on TV, even if it's not like, or even the actor, but like I think it's safer with a character, because it's like a fictional boyfriend. It's like, it's obviously not going to come true. Like you can like fantasize in peace, like daydream in peace about this person. My personal one, if you need any ideas, is Will Gardner from The Good Wife. He's my pretend boyfriend on my lonely nights. Like, not even the actor Josh Charles. It's like Will Gardner. Like I love his vibe. Like I love his nose. Like he's just, love the way he kisses Alicia the first time they kiss. Like if a guy ever kissed me like that, I would marry them. But yeah, like I just feel like maybe you need someone to sort of fantasize about and stuff like that, just to like take the pressure off like this person. Maybe face the fact that, okay, like what if I had to like just make peace with the idea and like maybe take one egg out and put it in a different basket. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just take the pressure off and detach a little bit. So, okay, that's what I'm getting right off the bat. That sounds like your situation. Let's dive in and see. I feel like we're more inclined to talk about you in this reading so far, but we'll see what happens with the rest of it. So how is your person feeling about you, Scorpio? How is Scorpio's person feeling about them? We have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. The Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Wands right here on the back of the deck. Okay, so let's dive into this. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. Honey, can you move over just a little bit? Thank you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, I feel like, and the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands together. Let's look at this. I feel like almost like your person, again, maybe like they did, because remember I was saying I think you were like getting excited or something, so maybe there was some sort of progress in this connection where it was like almost like a start, like the Ace of Wands, like an exciting, what do they call it? Passionate new beginning, like some sort of like, oh yeah, new beginning was on the bottom of this deck here too. So I feel like maybe there was some sort of like beginning with the Ace of Wands coming out first like that. That's like the start of something. But then it's like, again, like this person just sealed it off like out of nowhere, like, or something clammed up, coming out right under this clam here. Or it's an oyster, not a clam, sorry. But it's like, again, it's like but this is, I think, you, like with the Ace of Wands, like getting excited or something. And it's like, I feel like your person's trying to like almost be like, no, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't get excited because, I don't know, like, I'm insecure. Like, I don't know, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is like the card of being insecure, which is what this whole thing was talking about up here with your person. It's like, they feel that maybe if they came towards you, it would be like they were just coming for like a respite from the snowstorm here, like from the cold, you know what I mean? Like, they would be coming to you for warmth, almost like they would be using you. Oh yeah, for warmth. We have the Sun here. Because I feel like they really do see, like, they see you in this very warm, loving, like, worthy energy as the Queen of Pentacles here. And I feel like this is them as the Five of Pentacles, not even like the page. It's like they're the Five of Pentacles. I really do think that they do think very highly of you, but it's almost like your light is what almost scares them away and makes them, in a way it's good though, because I feel like they are looking forward to their own future, but it's like I feel like they are determined to like make their way on their own, which is good, you know, like, and that is smart. Like, again, you don't want someone to like use you as like a crutch, even if they weren't like using you like intentionally. Like, that would just create a very unhealthy dynamic where, you know, they would be leaning on you and you would be feeding their, I don't know, insecurities, and like, you know, it would end up probably with some crappy situation that wouldn't work out. So, I mean, if they feel like they maybe need to like clam up right now to, in order to figure their own shit out, again, like, let them do that. I feel like, and that's what you're doing. You're like accepting it. But I think this is just confirming what we were already seeing here, that they've made like a conscious decision, I think, to like leave this behind for now. Because, and I think this is the reason why here, because they feel that connecting with you, yeah, would just sort of be a way for them to, even that song, you say I'm this, you say I'm that, and then I believe it, like, but I feel like you have enough integrity and like soul experience over here, wisdom, whatever you want to call it, to know that like you can't, someone else can't make you believe in your own worthiness or like fill a void or anything like that. Like, you have to like come to that sense yourself. It is my birthright to thrive. Like, your person has to realize that. They have to like realize their capabilities and realize that they're insecure, and it's like becoming a self-perpetuating like cycle, where, like, for instance, say they're like, they want to be more successful, get a raise at their job or something like that, and they keep working so hard and blah blah blah, but it's like not happening. No matter what they do, they work 3 times as hard, it's not happening. It's probably a more inner thing. Like, it's the fact that they don't believe in themselves, and like, it would, instead of like working so hard, not instead of like as if they should stop, but when things like that aren't like happening, because yeah, with the Three of Wands, it's like they're trying to just put more action behind it, but it's like probably the way, that whole hidden treasures thing is like to deal with those issues on the inside. Like, how do you do that? Like, anything. Like, it's a new moon right now, they could manifest, they could write like some manifesting shit, they could listen to some subliminals. Like, it's like there are things like, go to a therapist, talk through your issues, like, I don't know, like, you know, it's just like that would probably be more beneficial to them than just like keep continually like trying and not getting results. You do like subliminals and stuff like that. It's like, it's probably coming from like a subconscious place, like these like deeper issues. Like, they probably have certain beliefs, like, it is my birthright to thrive, like I said, it is my birthright to fuck things up. Like, they probably, I'm not laughing at them, but I just feel like they probably have some sort, like, who doesn't have those things though? Like, it's just that they're maybe a more materially like focused person, so they maybe don't even think to do that, unfortunately. But I feel like that's something you have done, and I feel like you are making some progress, at least in the way you feel about yourself on the inside. Like, you're starting to feel better, make yourself a priority, like that was saying. But I do think your person really feels happy with you. I feel like they feel almost like too happy with you with the Sun, and they don't feel like they would have like the proper motivation to like achieve success themselves, maybe because they would just be so happy in your presence, if that makes sense. And with the Queen of Pentacles, like, maybe you have money and like they literally could come to your house and like be with you, like, you know what I mean? And they could, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not use you, but like sort of like you already have your whole setup, and like maybe they don't, like they have a little shell, like, you know what I'm saying? And you have like, you're the Queen of Pentacles, you have a castle or something, you know, like you have a house, like you have something, an apartment, I don't know. And maybe you're just like on different levels in that way, and they like want to like figure it out for themselves. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling. But they definitely are seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Sun. If you are thinking that it's you or you did something, I wouldn't be thinking that at all. If anything, maybe your light is too bright, but don't you dare dim it down. Like, keep it going even brighter. Like, you know, if they can't deal with your light, then them stay in, like, I don't know, the snow and the cold, like, if that's what they want to do. Like, they have to figure out a way to get into the light themselves. Like, you can't do it for them. I think you are 100, I'm not saying that in a way like you're trying to, because I can see that you understand that 100% and are definitely, like, just focused on your own self. Today, caring for my energy is my first priority. That is your priority. So, I think that is, yeah, what I see for how they're feeling about you. Let's see what their intentions towards you are. What are Scorpio's person's intentions towards Scorpio? We have, all right. We have regeneration, clean it up, and peace. And then building blocks on the bottom. Yeah, like regeneration, clean it up, like clean up the mess, regenerate themselves, start growing a little bit. Look, and here this tree is like, there is light coming down. You know what I mean? Even though this looks like hell, if I'm being honest, or some sort of wasteland, it's like, maybe that's, but now they're starting to like grow a little bit. There was only like a few little leaves on there, but it like takes time to clean up the mess of our past, you know, or like the mess of the decisions that we've made. And it's like, I think this, like, look where they end up here in this like grassy, pretty landscape, you know, like, and that's coming out right underneath there. And even here, it's like, that's kind of like a bleak landscape. I mean, it's like almost going from like, it's like getting better though. You can see a progression here. Your person definitely is very self-focused right now. They're focused on regenerating themselves, cleaning up their messes, finding that peace within themselves, and not like needing you to find it, you know, and that is healthy. Like, as much as it's like annoying, it's a very healthy energy to be in. And again, you don't want them to be a crutch or use you as a crutch or use you as like a respite from the storm or like a shelter. Like, you know what I mean? Even though it's different if you guys are like in a committed relationship, like down the line, and they're having a bad day, and yeah, they can like use you, not use you, but like, you know, take comfort in your presence and things like that. But, you know, it's like that song, and like, you say this, you say that, and then I believe it. Like, well, they have to like kind of believe it too, on their own, or just like with the help of spirit or whatever. So how are they seeing you right now, Scorpio? Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Okay. I mean, maybe they see your goals turning into something, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Like, they see maybe you having some success here. They see you kind of with your head down, just like working. Monk nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. I feel like you are super spiritual. I was getting like a really spiritual vibe here. And even if you wouldn't characterize yourself that way, you could just be somebody that is very interested in personal development, like living life with purpose and integrity and being a good person, even if you're not like, oh, like I, you know, meditate and practice witchcraft or any of that stuff. Like, you know, you could just be like, no, I just like try to live my life as a good person, be like a better version of myself every day, and just work hard and believe that, you know, good things can happen. Yeah, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. I think they're recognizing your spirituality, or that those aspects of you to some degree here. Selfless devotion. But yeah, they see you as a really warm, nurturing person, but also with the Queen of Pentacles, like as somebody successful, bright and happy. We have some fire energy here with the sun. Like, I feel like they think that you're a really good balance of a lot of things. With the Alchemist, they could think that you're really smart, and knowledgeable, even powerful, you know, but that you use your power for good, not evil, kind of a thing. All right, how are they seeing you? How is Scorpio's person seeing Scorpio? Charming. I think they really do like being around you, and that's, again, why they're like staying away. Health conscious. Stylish. Oh my God, that's so weird, because I almost said that before, I swear to God, because on this card it said something about wardrobe. So maybe they feel like even like they look shabby next to you or something like that. I don't know what. There's something about like they think you look better than them, or that they look like a slob next to you or something. Wait, hold on. Sensitive. And maybe they know you're sensitive and that's why they're trying to like just lay low because they don't want to hurt your feelings and say something that they know would hurt your feelings or something. Closed off. But yeah, they, I think, are sensing too maybe that they already did hurt your feelings, and like sensitive and closed off coming out together is like, okay, so now I'm just gonna go this way. And you know, even though I think you do understand and are accepting, I just got sarcastic. Even though you do understand and are accepting where this person's at, it doesn't mean that you can't have hurt feelings about it. You know, that's not like a betrayal of them or of yourself, you know? So, I don't know. And then we have sarcastic. So maybe you just are a sarcastic person and maybe you said something sarcastic to them, or who knows. Wait, I'm just going to move these up a little bit because I have to have room for my advice cards. Okay. Now they're all wonky, but okay. So what advice would your person most need right now, Scorpio? What advice would Scorpio's person most need right now? Tell yourself, I support me and everyone else is just gravy. Yes, that's like exactly the sort of vibe I was getting, where they're not trying to like get validation or support from anyone else. It's like they're very determined to do this on their own. Don't hide your light to protect someone else's ego. I feel like that's a little message for you, honestly. Like that's what I was saying before, like don't dim it down, like dim it back up, or you know, turn up the light. Don't judge by appearances. A rich heart may be under a poor coat. Okay, and then forgive yourself and remember that you're allowed to learn your lessons in the exact way you need to learn them. Yeah, we had forgiveness as the main energy here. So maybe, again, your person needs to forgive themselves. Maybe for past events, maybe for the way they've treated you in the past, maybe for the way they treated you just recently. They're feeling guilty about it. Maybe for just kind of like they feel like wasting their life away up to this point. You know, it's like today's a new day. I mean, oh, sorry, that's too many. What is Scorpio's advice to Scorpio's person need? Don't waste time with faux hustle. Do things that will actually move you forward. Example, the shit you're scared to do, i.e. the shit you're scared to do. Everything you went through was to illuminate the right and wrong way to do things. Yes, like your person needs to realize like they had to do it the wrong way to realize like, oh, this isn't working. I have to try something different. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's all they have to do is just recognize that and see it from that perspective and be like, oh, okay, like that was a not cool lesson, but that's like some invaluable advice here, you know? Like I got to take it and run with it and just make a better decision next time. That's all. That's all lessons do, you know? They show you, yeah, there's a lot about that. Forgive yourself and remember that you're allowed to learn your lessons in the exact way you need to learn them. Like they need to like let go of like, I feel like they could really be like feeling frustrated with themselves and like hating themselves or like upset with themselves like a lot. But judging themselves here, and maybe this is like what they need to realize about themselves. A rich heart may be under a poor coat because there's something about clothes or something coming through, like, and I think that's how you feel about them, is like you've seen their rich heart and you don't care if they have money, but at the same time I don't think you want to be their crutch or anything like that, but you're just like, your worth is not in your bank account. It's in everything about you, like the way you are. Like I've seen enough. Like I have this sixth sense and I've seen who you are. And like, yeah, maybe you're not ready now, but I know what I saw. And like, you're amazing. Okay. I didn't even ask, but all right. What would Scorpio's person want to say? What would Scorpio's person say to Scorpio right now? Scorpio, what would your person actually want to say to you right now? Okay. Your authenticity is so refreshing. I get so confused and don't know what's right. Should I contact you if I'm not ready for a full-blown relationship, or will that make things worse? I feel like they really are like sensitive to your feelings, or in a way where they like don't want to hurt you at all. Like if they're staying away, it's because like they don't want, like, again, like they're seeing you getting excited or something like that. So maybe, again, they just don't want you to if they're not ready. And I think they like feel bad about it, and they don't know like, oh, like, should I stay away, or is it better just to kind of like keep things casual, like, and they're trying to figure that out. I feel that I'm being pulled in two directions, and I feel like one of them is you. They really are being pulled towards you, but they're also being pulled in a, you know, whatever, to this direction with their assets and their material things. No matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. Like, yeah, I think you are very special to them. They see you in a very high light, and I just don't want, I think what the message that's really trying to come through here is like, please don't think it's you, and don't think it's something you did, and don't think that I don't care about you or think you're amazing, because I do. So I feel like they're really trying to reassure you, because they can't really say it to you right now. It says, I love that you don't take any shit, but okay. Look, you're the whole package. Your voice is my favorite sound. You're so independent. Yeah, I was getting like that hyper independent energy from you, and like clearly they are too. And again, maybe they're not independent, and that's, you know, they feel insecure or whatever. I love how you have integrity even when no one's looking. Yeah, they're really seeing you, I feel like, in the way that you're coming through here. So I feel like your person does have like a really good handle on the situation and on your energy. I know I need to grow up, and I feel like they are trying to like grow, even if it's not grow up, but oh, I feel like that's too many. What else would Scorpio's person want to say to Scorpio? You speak so eloquently. Oh, look, your voice is my favorite sound. You speak so eloquently. I feel like they miss like maybe hearing it or talking to you. You're my perfect match in every way. Yeah, you're the whole package. It's like they're like, listen, you're like it. Like, stop. Oh my God. Like, I feel so guilty, I say, but hold on. I think they're like, please understand. Like, they really want you to know. It's too many. Sorry, that was like 5. Just 2 more. Can you stop giving me a million cards, please? Just 2. That's meeting you changed me in so many ways. Your skin looks so soft. I don't know why I just pulled that out. For Christ's sake. Hold on. 1 more. Oh, was that 1? Oh, it's 2. Whatever. You're not afraid to look silly. I hear you so clearly. Sometimes it's like you're actually here. There's something about them like missing your voice and things like that. Like, I think they really want to hear your voice, and I almost maybe have you tell them what to do or something. Oh, and it's like, you say, remember that was the song, you say blah blah blah. So yeah, like, I think they maybe are thinking a lot about things you've said to them in the past, or they really like the things you have to say or something like that. But all right, guys, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading and it resonated, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel, and otherwise I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.